Hello friends, welcome back to my session. So today we're going to discuss on topic that is writing effective user stories. So we're going to take a sample project that is of mobile GPT. So let's start with this. So let's suppose two testers join the same project. So both know automation, both know API testing. After a few sprints, one writes clear, effective user stories, the other struggles to understand what to test. What changed? The way they write and read user stories. So today I will going to show you how good user stories make QA smarter and faster. So first you should understand what is a user story. So a user story is a short, simple description of what a user wants to do in the system. So not just test login page, but as a user, I want to log in with my email so I can access my account. For example, if I'm gonna take mobile GPT example, so feature basically like recommend phones. So this mobile GPT, this it has a feature of recommending the phones, and its user story is as a budget as a budget conscious user, I want mobile GPT to suggest phones under my budget so I don't waste time on expensive phones. Fine. So now, if I talk about the writing poor user stories, so I'm just taking an example of a bad story. So, like a system should recommend phones, okay? So the problem here might be like it might be too vague. It doesn't explain who the user is. It doesn't explain why the feature matters, and testers don't know what to check. So it basically miss the important things. Fine. And if I talk about the good user stories, so we just need to check as a user, I want action so that it would benefit. So as a budget conscious user, I want mobile GPT to suggest phones under my budget so I don't waste time on expensive phones. Fine. So now here the thing is, who is the user? So budget conscious user. What is the action? Suggest phones under budget, and why or what will be the benefit? It saves time, avoids frustration. So the result will be testers know exactly what to test, developers know what to build, product team knows what value users get. So the key point is always include user actions and benefit. Fine. So now I will be going to take one real example of a banking app. So if I talk about its bad user story, so the bad user story will be like system should allow fund transfer. Fine. Now the good story will be as a banking customer, I want to transfer money to my verified account so that I can pay bills safely. Why it is better? Because it is actually specifying who means banking customer, it specifies what action. So it transfers money to verified account, and it specifies why or benefit, that is paying bills safely. Fine. So let's take another real example of an e-commerce. So the bad story will be system should apply discount. But a good story is as a customer, I want the checkout to apply eligible accounts automatically. So I pay the current amount. Now why it is better? Because it tells user, you customer, it tells action, apply discounts automatically, it tells value, that is pay the correct amount. Fine. Now how to use chat GPT to write user stories? So simply what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna open this, open, okay, open this chat GPT. Okay, now I will give here the feature description. So Feature description is, just to give here the feature description. Feature description is feature mobile GPT recommends phone. It recommends phones based on user budget and preferences. Fine. Now I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, write 3 clear user stories. So I'm giving this prompt, write 3 clear user stories for this feature using the template. Fine. As a user, and I want action so that benefit. Fine. So let's see. So chat GPT output. Okay. The first one is, as a budget conscious smartphone buyer, I want to enter my budget range so that mobile GPT recommends phone that I can afford. Perfect. As a user comparing smartphones, I want to specify my preferences such as camera quality, battery life or gaming performance so that I receive phone recommendations that match my needs. Okay. And the third one is, as a potential phone buyer, I want to see a short list of recommended smartphones with key specs and reason for recommendation so that I can quickly decide which phone best suits me. So now you have ready-made testable user stories for QA. Fine. Now, if I say how you could master writing user stories. Fine. How you could master the writing user stories. So always include user, action and benefit as I've shown you. Keep it short and simple. Make it testable so QA should know what to verify. Use ChatGPT to generate multiple variations quickly. You can review stories with developers and product managers. And now finally the interview winner answer. If asked, why are user stories important in QA? So don't say they help understand features. Just say this. User stories clearly explain who the user is, what they want to do, and why it matters. They make testing focused and risk-based. They ensure QA covers the business value, not just technical correctness. AI like ChatGPT can help create multiple clean user stories quickly. Fine. Now the final conclusion is, without user stories, QA guesses what to test. With good user stories, QA tests what really matters. So tools help you test, stories guide you testing, and AI makes it faster and smarter. So I hope you enjoyed this session and you really got the knowledge how we can use ChatGPT for writing user stories. So thank you everyone. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos.